So the alarm went off. I was gonna reshoot the entire video, but I'm just like, fuck it, because I don't have any editing software, and fuck it. As you saw in the last video, in part one, super depressed, and I scored not top of my class, but I scored the top scores that I needed in order to qualify to graduate from boot camp. I picked up a nasty habit from boot camp. I started smoking vapes. That was right after boot camp. I've never smoked vapes in my life. Never had any inclination in smoking vapes, but we just started smoking vapes. Excuse me. Um, yeah, life is really depressing now. It was my birthday yesterday, and my present was to mop all the floors. And it's not hard being away from my friends or anything like that. You know, I do miss my friends because they're actual adults. All the kids here, not all of them, but the good majority of them, I try and be nice to everyone. I don't want any conflict. First of all, I'm outnumbered by all the fucking kids, so I don't want to like start a chain of like having issues with one, which leads to his friend not liking me, which leads to the kids are very immature. So being as old as I am, I have to. I play very neutral. Um, I'm normally everyone's friend. I try and be very friendly, and just I don't want any problems with anybody. I'm too old for that shit. And kids are fucking stupid, so I just don't want any issues. So I'm relatively nice to everybody, even if I have to force it. So in turn, everyone just thinks I'm a really nice guy, which I am a pretty nice guy. So people want to hang out with me all the time and everything like that. But for the last 4 days that I've been here, I've just been laying in my bed sleeping and just trying to make the days go by. Um, I am getting RA, which is recruiter's assistant, so that means by next week I'll be able to go home for like a month until my class picks up. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go see the first part of the video. So that'll be nice just to be able to go home and be surrounded by adults. Because being surrounded by kids fucking sucks. Imagine being, I don't know how old you are watching this, but if you're 30 years old, imagine being surrounded by a bunch of 18-year-olds constantly. And now put it in this context. Imagine being 30-year-old and being surrounded by a bunch of fucking fifth graders. Um, and the way I say that is because all these kids this is the first time away from home. So this is a whole new freedom that they've never had. And so they're like enjoying it. They're like, oh my god, I'm away from home. I get to have all this freedom and we get paid for it. Oh my god, I get paid like $900 a month. Well, like $900 every 2 weeks is the most money I've ever had. Let me fucking waste it all. I don't spend any money. I already have everything I want in life back home. So I don't need to buy AirPod Maxes. I don't need to buy a fucking Nintendo Switch. I don't need to do any of that shit. I don't need to buy a new phone. My phone works perfectly, as you see. So I'm just stacking the money. That's for my Russian trip when I go to Russia and see my beautiful girls. Oh, Alana, Irina, Liana, and many more. Uh, uh, Tatiana. I just noticed all the Russian names end with I have 6 years of this. I can't wait for it to be over, honestly. I did the thing, and apparently we've just bombed um, areas in Iran because they fucking sent some drones out that killed 3 American soldiers, and and Ukraine is still, or Russia's still at war with Ukraine, which that shit needs to stop. And Israel is fighting Pakistan. I believe it's Pakistan, but that's been happening for thousands of years. So with my job, I am an engineer. So that's a glorified name for I drive the bulldozers back and forth and forklifts. So that's pretty dope, honestly, because that means I don't have to kick in doors or any of that other dumb shit. I'm just gonna sit on my ass and move a joystick back and forth. And then I heard in the civilian world they make a lot of money, so I'm about it, Um, I'm about it. Although I was thinking of going into law enforcement when I get back, and not like being a cop, okay? Okay, like being Florida Wildlife Conservancy. So like I drive boats on the water, and I make sure people don't overfish. Which I'm super chill guy, you know. Like I'll work with you. If you have kilos of fish on your boat, as long as you're not a rude asshole, maybe I'll let you go. Who knows? If you're drinking and driving on your boat, yo, I'll give you two options. Finish all the beer right now while I'm watching you, and I tow you in, or you have somebody that's sober driving and go home. I don't want to give you a ticket. I don't want to arrest you. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to drive the boat and stare at the beautiful little ladies on the beach. That's all I want to do. Or maybe I'll work at a post office. Or maybe I'll be a firefighter. I'm not going to be a firefighter. That's way too much physical work.
Williams.
Yeah.
So,
Where are we going?
Carol's.
Oh, shit.